What is software testing in the industry? What is the use of software testing? What type of testing is available? How to get the job? Just let us know. Basics. First, our course name software testing. Okay, fine. Before discuss software testing, the first let us know what is the meaning of software. The first one, what is software? So, what is software? Anyone? Can you give the answer for this question? What is software? Anyone? What is software? Prasanna. What is software, Prasanna?
Anything which application which uses tools, anything.
Okay, fine. And Vani, what is software, Vani? Any idea? See, I'll explain the simple definition for software testing. A set of, see, a set of or collection of programs. A set of or collection of programs. Programs is called software. Is called software. See, software means a set of programs or collection of programs is called software. Nowadays, it's very important. Without software, in IT companies, not only ITs, without software, there is no any business, there is no any organization, there is no any process. So nowadays, everything depending on based on software side. Without software, we can't expect anything also. So that is the importance of software nowadays. The next, let us know what is testing. What is testing? See here, testing means the comparison between expected value and actual value. Once again, software means like what is software means a set of or collection of programs is called software. What is testing means the comparison between expected value and actual value. Which one is expected, which one is actual, whatever customer expectation, whatever customer requirement, everything comes into expected value. So based on requirement, the final output is called actual value. Once again, customer requirement is called expected value. Customer requirement is called expected value. Based on requirement, the final output to get that, it's called actual value. I hope you understood what is expected and what is actual. Fine. So now once again, so what is software? A collection of programs. What is testing? Comparison between expected value and actual value. The next. Now let us know what is software testing. What is software testing? Anyone? Can you use the definitions for the software testing? Software testing.
Software testing is something wherein you find any defects or errors in an application.
Okay, that's good. And Sumit, you?
Software testing is basically testing the product, the end product, so that it is error-free and as per the customer's requirement.
Okay, good definitions. I'll give the simple definition for software testing by using one small diagram. Try to understand my diagram. First, one customer, he is a customer. He will provide some requirements to developer, right? He will provide some requirement to developer. Now, he is a developer. Developer can develop the application. The application means software, product or project, anything. So, can develop the application or software based on customer requirement. Is it correct or not?
Yes.
Once again, try to understand what I am saying. Customer, they will provide some requirements to developer team. Now, developers will develop the application based on customer requirement. After completion of development, application the developer software before giving to customer. The developer software before giving to customer. As a testing engineer, we need to involve. As a testing engineer, our job will be start. What is our job? After completion of development, before giving to customer, we need to compare here expected value equal to actual value. Expected value equal to actual value. What are the expected values? What are the actual values? Customer expectation. The customer requirement is called expected value. Based on requirement, developed application is called actual value. So at testing stage, we have to compare both expected value equal to actual value or not. Once again, customer, they will provide some requirements to development team. Developer will develop the application based on customer requirement. After that, application before giving to customer, as a testing engineer, we need to compare expected value equal to actual value or not. Whether the application developed as per customer requirement or not. Now, for example, my customer expectation application, the first page should be login page. The first page should be login page. This is one customer requirement, but my developers, very talented people, they develop a first one home page. Now, see, what is my customer expectation? The first page should be the login page, but my developers develop a home page. Prasanna, now both are equal, not equal?
No, I mean, homepage, you might have a tab to log in or no, you're not sure about it. So
Both are not equal, right?
not equal, yes.
Yeah, if expected value not equal to with actual value, or if any mismatches in between requirements, it's called defect. What is defect? If expected value not equal to with actual value, or if any deviations in between requirements, called defect. Okay. Now let us now follow this diagram. Easily we can explain definition of software testing. Here it is a process, right? Process from customer to developer, developer to testing engineer, again from testing engineer to customer. Once again, the process from customer to developer, developer to testing engineer, again from testing engineer to customer. It is a process to executing a software with an intention of finding defects. Small definition, it is a process to executing an application. It is a process to executing an application with an intention of finding defects. It's called software testing. I'm writing here, try to understand. What is software testing means? It's a process to executing an application with an intention of finding defects. Is it clear? Software testing definition? Prasanna, can you explain what is the definition of software testing?
A process of executing an application with an intention to find defects is called software testing.
Okay. Then Sumit, what is defect, Sumit?
The defect is basically what the customer expects and what it is basically delivered to the customer. So is whatever the gap between them is defect.
Exactly. The simple words, if expected value not equal to with actual value, or if any deviations in between requirements, it's called defect. Okay. Thank you. Keep in mute. Okay. See, now there is no small history of software testing. Okay, fine. Now there is no small history of software testing. See here, actual, one thing, testing. IT companies, development done by programming team like developers, and as well as testing done by testing engineers, testing team, right? Mostly, for example, any new thing made in this world, who will develop the thing? The same persons will conduct, right? For example, I am going to one carpenter shop, I am giving my requirement to carpenter. So based on my requirement, so he developed one table. After that, the same carpenter will conduct testing before giving to customer, right? Means who will develop the application, like who will develop the table, the same person will be there. Now, one more example, in our home, our mother, she will daily cooking some items. Before giving to us, she will taste it, right? There is no separate testing team. They like mostly any new thing made in this world, who will make this one, the same persons will conduct testing also. But in IT companies, development development done by who is the team? Programmers, also called as developers. Programmers also called as developers, and as well as testing done by testing engineers. Testing engineers are also called as QA analyst. QA analyst. Okay. Now what I'm saying, any new thing made in this world, mostly both done by same persons, right? But in IT companies, development done by separate persons, programmer, testing done by testing engineers. Why separate teams? Why not both done by same persons? Why not both done by same persons? Why separate testing team is required? Smith, any answer?
Yeah, I think if someone is developing, so they will be having bias. Maybe they cannot do the testing properly. So it's always good that third person check it.
Okay. Yeah, those are also like few reasons. I will explain what is the main reason. One thing, actually before 2001, just a small flashback. Before 2001, in IT companies, IT organizations, actually development and testing both done by same people. Who is the same people? Who is the same person?
Developers.
Programmer are developers. Good. Programmers are developers. There is no testing engineer jobs. It's true. Before 2001, at the time, IT companies, development testing both done by the same person, one and only person, programmer and developer. But 2001 at the time, every yearly, 2001 at the time, every yearly, out of the 100% of the projects, every yearly, out of the 100% of the projects, 70% of the projects fail you. 70% of the project fail you. 30% of the software success. Then IT companies totally collapse. Why 70% of software failure? To know the reasons for failure, IT companies approach with SEI. SEI stands for Software Engineering Institute. It was established to know the reasons for failure. Once again, SEI stands for Software Engineering Institute. It was established to know the reasons for failure. To know the reasons for failure. So finally, SEI, so analyze the failure reason, finally it prepares some guidelines. What are the guidelines? One application, before giving to customer, after completion of the development, before giving to customer, see, follow this diagram, after completion of development, before giving to customer, who will require in between application and customer? Testing engineer to compare expected value and actual value. Understand? One thing, based on SEI guidelines, our jobs starts from 2001 onwards. Before 2001, there is no separate testing engineer in IT companies. Actually, up to 2001 onwards, development testing both done by the same person, programmer. Separate testing engineer starts from 2001 onwards. 2001 onwards. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. And now let us know once again the definition of software testing. It is a process to executing an application with an intention of finding defects is called software testing. And before learn the subject, first you should understand few terminologies here. What is the difference between error, defect, and bug and failure? So what is the differences between those terminologies? Error, defect, bug and failure. Prasanna, what is the differences between the three terminologies? Error, defect, bug and failure.
Error is something, I mean, they three seem the same to me, but then error is if there's a mistake or something, it's called error, whereas defect in an application, you get to know or how to fix it is called a defect.
See, honestly, I'll explain, try to understand. First, error. What is error? Developer, programmer, to develop the application, they have to write some coding by using some technologies, right? Using .NET, PHP, Java, Lava, something else. By using some technology, programmer need to write some coding. While writing the coding, if programmer find out any mistake, while writing the coding, if programmer find out any mistake from the programming, from the coding, it's called error. This terminology using by developer or programmer. Once again, developer, while develop the application, if they find out any mistake from the coding, the mistake is called error. This terminology using by developer and programmer. Developer or programmer. So, actually in your BTech, you hear this word syntax errors, right? Syntax errors means coding. Remember or not?
Yeah.
The same meaning here. So now, after completion of development, who is the next step? Testing engineer. So testing engineer, while compare expected value not equal to with actual value, if any expected value not equal to with actual, or if any deviations in between the requirements, it's called defect, bug. Defect, bug. This terminology using by testing engineer and also called as quality analyst. Testing engineer also called as quality analyst. The next one, failure. Failure means like after completion of testing released to the customer, during iteration means using, if customer facing any problem from the application, the problem is called failure. This terminology using by customer. Got it, this one?
Yes.
Once again, error. This terminology using by programmer, defect, bug. This terminology using by testing engineer, failure. This terminology using by customer. So error means if programmer find out any mistake from the coding, the mistake is called error. Next, defect, bug. So testing engineer during conducting testing, if they find out any mistake, if any expected value not equal to with actual value, it's called defect, bug. Next, during iteration, if customer facing any problem, for example, today I purchase one mobile and start using, during utilization, if I facing any problem, we are using common terminology. The mobile is a failure or software is failure, correct or not? So this is a common terminology by customer. Once again, what is the developer terminology? Error. Testing engineer terminology, defect, bug. Customer terminology, failure. Vani, can you explain about the differences between the three? What is error, defect, bug and failure?
Error is any mistake in code is error,
Okay.
and defects are like whatever expected value which doesn't add up to actual value, that is defect or bug. Failure is any application which doesn't perform what it was planned to perform, it is failure.
Now we are a testing engineer. So what is our terminology?
Defect.
Exactly. Defect, bug. Is it clear?
Yes.
And anyone shall explain once again this topic?
No.
Okay. Then next let us know what is the difference between project and product. What is the difference between project and product? Anyone answer for project and product? What is project? What is product?
Product is a completed application. Project is something project undergoing construction.
That is your BTech formula, but IT formula different. See, I will explain. Try to understand. Don't confuse, guys. Which is developed for specific customer requirement is called project.
Okay.
Particular customer or specific customer. Specific customer or particular customer, it's called project. Which is developed for multiple customers or which is developed for entire market requirement, it's called product.
Okay.
Once again, which is developer for specific customer. For example, I established one bank. In my bank to store customer information. I want to use one software. So I am going to development side. I am giving my requirements. They're developing one application. It is called project, right? Because only for my banking people, not for everyone. Correct or not?
Yeah.
And one more example, Microsoft Excel. Anyone they can use. It comes into product. Again, which is developer for specific customer requirement is called project. Which is developer for entire market requirement is called product. For example, one more example. I am going to one tailoring shop. I am giving my requirements to tailor work and tailor person now. So I want to stitch my shirt with my requirement. It comes into project, right? Correct or not? Why? Because it is developer for only my requirement, not for everyone. Next, product. Which is developer for entire market requirement. Which is developer for entire market requirement is called product. Like I am going to one brand factory, I need to purchase the brand jeans, brand t-shirt, brand shoes. Everything comes into product. Why? Because everyone they can use, not only for specific customer people. Is it right or wrong?
Yeah.
So once again, which is developer for the specific customer requirement is called project. Which is developer for the entire market requirement is called product. One more example, www.bigclassesstudents.com. Bigclassesstudents.com, one website. Second one, www.google application. Now, Sumit, which one is a project? Which one is a product, Sumit?
In this case, big classes is project because it. In this case, big classes is a project because it is for some specific audience, and Google is product because it is general for everyone.
Exactly. Okay. And now, so simple thing, which is developer for specific customer requirement, like TCS, Tech Mahindra, Cognizant, those are project-based companies. Then what are the product-based companies? Microsoft, Google, HP, Samsung, everything comes into product-based companies. And one more example, AK-47, is it project and product? AK-47, is it project and product? Product, who is this?
Vani,
you have permissions to use AK-47?
but it is for.
No, see, I will explain.
But it is not for specific person, right?
Yes,
it is for
specific person actually. Actually, it's developed for only India Army people, right? But nowadays it's become your product. Correct or not?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, it's actually developed for Indian Army people. So not for everyone. So don't call product. Okay, call project. So one more simple example. One thing. Specific requirement, which is developer for specific customer. Mostly. So our company applications and everything comes into the project, and the mostly websites, Facebook, Google, email, everything comes into product. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. One thing, specific any festival suite or marriage suite comes into project. Tirupati Laddu, India, Tirupati Laddu comes into product, right? But what is product means, don't call Tirupati Laddu, guys. That's why I'm giving example here, okay? Okay. So I hope you understand what is project, what is product. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Prasanna?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the next let us know what is web applications and what is Windows applications. What is web application? What is Windows application? Prasanna?
Anything which uses internet is called web application, and
Good.
application without internet is called Windows application.
Yeah, simple answer. Internet or browsers, it's called web, which is working without internet, without browser support, without server support, it's called window. For example, if you want to open the Google, Facebook, Gmail, and then internet is mandatory, right? Those are comes into web, and we are using mobile. Mobile also on software, but to use this one, no need any internet. Correct or not? Calculator also on software. To use this one, no need any software. Like no need any internet. And Microsoft Excel also on software. But to use this one, no need any internet. Understand what I'm saying? This which is working with internet application is called web. Which is working without internet, the application is called window. Either web or window, any application. Our software testing, two types. One is a manual testing. Second one is automation testing. One is a manual testing. Second one is automation testing. So what is manual testing? What is automation testing? First, let us know any software like either web or window, either project or product, anything. Our software testing, two types of testing. One is a manual testing. Second one is automation testing. What is manual testing? What is automation testing, guys?
Anything which can be done through human is called manual, whereas in large quantities it can't be done manually. So we use automation.
Yes, good. See, I'll explain here, try to understand. For example, manual. Today I need to go to temple from my home. From my home, I need to go to temple by walk, by human interactions. It's called manual process, right? The second one, I need to go to temple by using bike, car, bus. It comes into the automation process. Is it right or wrong? Once again, what is manual? What is automation testing? Testing conducting by the testing engineer by the human interactions is called manual testing. See, I will explain again the small diagram. Try to understand. Like testing engineer to conduct testing on application. Testing engineer conduct testing on application only by using human interactions. Only human interactions. It's called manual testing. Same testing engineer to conduct testing on application. In between testing engineer and application, they're using tools. It's called automation testing. This process is called manual testing. Then this process is called automation testing. See, simple one thing. Manual testing means it is a process to executing an application by human interaction. It is called manual testing. Automation testing, it is a process to executing an application with the help of tools and software. It's called automation testing. Is it clear? Manual testing, automation testing. Once again, what is manual testing? It is a process to conduct testing on application. It is a process to conduct testing on application by the human interaction. This is called manual testing. Automation testing, it is a process to executing an application by the help of tools and software. It's called automation testing. Vani, so once we get the project, then we need to follow the manual testing process. When we need to follow automation testing process?
If we could do it manually, we should go with manual testing. If it is a very big one and we need tools to do it, we should go to automation testing.
Yeah, for example, see, Vani, she want to go to temple today from home. From home to temple, just to half kilometer, 1 kilometer. Then by walk she can go, right? So manual process. And from home to temple, 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers. Vani, is it possible manually?
No, it is not possible.
Tools you need to use, correct or not? So then you need to follow automation testing. The simple thing, if it is a small size task, you can follow manual testing, as well as if it is a big size task, you can follow automation testing. You can follow automation testing. But any project we should start with manually. Any project we should start with manually. So without manual testing, we're not able to conduct testing 100% by automation. So any project we should start with manually 60 to 70%. The remaining part we can use automation testing.
Automation.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Prasanna, can you give the definitions for what is manual testing, what is automation testing, Prasanna?
For the process of testing an application using human interaction is called manual testing.
Okay.
Whereas in automation testing, a test engineer tries to use tools because there will be large quantities. That's called automation.
Okay. Okay. Is it clear for everyone? Sumit, is it clear?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, so what is the automation tools in the market? Any idea?
QTP.
QTP. Okay.
Selenium.
The latest version UFT also. Okay, that's good. Next Selenium. Next
Load runner.
Load Runner. Which one is the best tool?
QTP.
QTP.
Why? Why we are learning QTP? That's
It's
what.
new. No, it's
QTP.
See, I'll explain, guys. What is the purpose of the tools? Let us know. First, Load Runner. See here, for example, let's take Facebook as one application. Facebook as one example. Facebook at a time 100% start using, then performance is very good. At a time 1 lakh users start using, little bit slow. At a time 1 crore people start using Facebook, so performance very slow. Correct or not?
Yeah.
Means what I'm saying, based on the load, application performance will be there. To check the performance of the application, we can use Load Runner. Once again, to check the performance of the application, we can use Load Runner. So for example, we got it one project, customer requirement. So one user logs into the application, then check what is the performance manually. So manually we can take one computer, application we can install into the computer, and one user start using, then we can check what is the performance manually, right? Next, customer requirement application check with 100 users. We can take 100 computers and application install into 100 systems, and 100 users at a time start using, then we can check performance manually, right? The next, my customer requirement application check with 1 lakh users. Then also take create CRM, arrange 1 lakh systems on gunshot. Is it possible to use?
No.
It's not possible, right? So application, to check the performance of the application, we can use Load Runner. See, for example, now application I need to check by 1 lakh users performance. Then how many Load Runners required? 1 lakh users Load Runner or 1 Load Runner? Sumit.
Yeah.
My requirement application check by 1 lakh users. 1 lakh users. Then what is the performance? Then how many automation tools? How many Load Runners required? One tool or like 1 lakh users tool?
Not sure, but I think one tool should.
Yeah, one tool it's enough. I think you have one doubt. By one tool, only by one tool, how is it possible? By checking 1 lakh users performance.
Yeah.
It's possible. Like how, Sumit, did you see Rajinikanth Robo movie?
Yes, yes.
What is the climax?
Yeah, I think there were many of them.
One Rajinikanth will create multiple Rajinikanths, right?
Yes.
The one robo will create multiple robots. Same like that.
Yes.
One tool will create the lack of users logically and give the performance on application. Understand this one?
Yeah.
Just to check the performance of the application, we can use Load Runner. By the using Load Runner, we're not able to conduct testing, or 100% we're not able to conduct testing. Only performance. Only to check the performance of the application, we can use Load Runner. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you want to learn Load Runner, first we should learn C++.
Okay.
And very less jobs in the Load Runner. Why? Because every application is performance is not important. Only for few applications. The next one, QTP Selenium. Let us know. QTP developed by HP product. It is a HP product somewhere $10,000 means $10,000 currency, and Selenium developed by ThoughtWorks. Developer by ThoughtWorks and it is a open source. Open source means free tool. No need to purchase any license. We can download, we can start using. Got it, this one? Now, so QTP is a costly tool, Selenium is a free tool. Sumit, which one is the best?
I think QTP is best because it is not free, and I think it might be having better features.
Exactly. See, I'll explain. QTP can support web application as well as Windows application. But Selenium it can support only web application. It doesn't support with Windows applications. For example, just imagination, Shumit he learned QTP and Vani she learned Selenium. Now Sumit he can conduct testing on web application project as well as Windows application project. But Vani she can conduct testing on only web application project. If they got it any Windows based project, again she need to learn another tool or she need to prepare resume, again search for the jobs, correct or not?
Yeah.
But if you learn QTP, we can conduct testing on both applications, web application as well as Windows application, web application as well as Windows application. And to learn Selenium, first we should learn core Java. If you don't know core Java, to understand this one, first you should learn C and C++. Which will be required? Core Java, C, C++. If you know this type of programming, then you can become a programmer. Why testing engineer? Correct or not? So, but to learn UFT, QTP, no need any programming knowledge, only VB script. VB scripting means it's not programming, just scripting. One, you remember, long back ago, like 10th class time we learn A square plus B square. Remember or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it any programming or formulas?
Formula.
Yeah, same like that. Functions available in the VB script 30 to 40. Those functions is enough. To use QTP. Understand this one?
Okay.
So no need any programming knowledge to learn QTP. Without zero knowledge, you can learn QTP. And simply one thing, by using QTP, we can conduct testing on Selenium and load runner also. By using Selenium, even we're not able to conduct testing on QTP. Understand?
Okay.
And you know one thing, Selenium is open source. We are not sure how long will be there in the market. Why? Because, for example, say Selenium is open source. In our student Vani, for example, just imagination, Vani, she developed one more tool. She is a developer, and she developed one more tool, open source tool for testing, and it is also open source. When compared with Selenium, more features are there. Then again, market people, why they want to change into that tool, they can change. Why? Because more features is there. That one also open source, correct or not?
Yeah.
Then there is no consistency in the Selenium, right?
Mm-hmm.
But QTP not like that. Evergreen tool. So after 10 years also the tool will be there with the same capacity, with the advanced, more features. And you know one thing? For example, like I think you're confusing still with one point. What is the point? QTP is a costly, Selenium is a open source, and small companies mostly they can prefer Selenium. Yes, of course. But so give me one answer. For example, Vani, you want to purchase one mobile. You're going to a mobile shop. You have some expectations and requirements like you want to purchase 8 megapixel cam, 5.5 inch display, something else. The same features Samsung mobile is there, 10,000 rupees.
Mm-hmm.
Same features China mobile is there, 1,000 rupees. But quality purpose, which one you will prefer?
Samsung.
Of course, same like that the QTP. See, by the using QTP, we can get the supportancy from HP. During conducting testing in the project, middle of the project, if you're facing any problem, we can get supportancy. But Selenium, there is no supportancy, correct or not?
Okay.
So understand which one is the best tool?
QTP.
QTP and QTP latest version UFT, don't confuse about that. QTP stands for Quick Test Professional and UFT stands for Unified Functional Testing. unified functional testing. Is it clear?
Okay.
And see, if you want to learn Selenium, first you should learn core Java, C, C++. Without programming, if you touch Selenium, it's look like a Malayalam movie. You're not able to understand. Understand? So if you want to learn Selenium, first you should learn the programming, then we can go for Selenium. And in our course, first we can discuss, the first 15 days we can discuss about the manual testing. Manual testing along with one test management tool, Quality Center. The latest, it is also called as ALM. The both I will explain here. See, along with live project. And after that, now one more thing. Once manual testing is completed, in the automation testing, first I will explain VB script which is required for the QTP. You no need to learn any programming, you no need to learn anything. It is a function. You no need to study any books also. I will explain which is required for the QTP. After that we can start QTP. In the QTP mostly concentrating on descriptive programming and database testing. Descriptive programming and database testing. Along with the two subjects you can keep 5+, 7+ experience on the QTP. That is the importance of those concepts. So once it's completed, like this one also we can discuss about the few live projects, not only one, the few live projects we can discuss during this automation. And once it's complete, I will explain the basics about the remaining tool like Selenium and Load Runner, like what is advantages, what is disadvantages in interview point of view. Understand? Okay. And daily you no need to write any notes. I will forward the soft copy day by day, and you no need to write any notes, and you can get the recordings from the Viclasses again. So if you miss any topic and if you're not able to understand any topic, again you can ask me, as well as again you can follow the recordings also. Okay?
Okay.
And so I will forward the sample resumes, as well as I will forward this, like I'll explain one project in our class, and the project I will install in your system also. So you can practice the project. To practice the project, no need internet connection also. The project you can install, it is a web application project. You can install the project in your system. I will show how to install, and you can practice on that projects also.
Okay.
Okay, and the interview questions and everything I will forward, and the resume also, the sample resumes I will forward, and the important interview questions for the automation, the manual for the experienced people, and HR interview question, everything I will cover in our sessions. Okay?
Okay.
And anyone, any doubts and any questions?
No.
Prasanna.
I just wanted to know the full.
Sorry, you want to know the?
The difference between QTP and UFT. You said that both are same, the newer version.
Oh yeah,
But,
QTP, UFT both are same. The QTP latest version is called UFT. That's it. Like when compared with QTP, few advanced features is there in the QTP. In our class, I will explain both QTP as well as UFT. I will forward UFT link. You can download as well as you can practice in your systems also.
Okay.
And daily the session 1 hour session, and just within 40 to 45 sessions we can complete the entire course. And anyone, any doubts, any questions?
No.
No.
Okay, thank you guys.